You know what's even crazier than this NBA trade deadline is my phone blowing up because of all these WWE releases going on during the last hour of SmackDown. Can we just do a quick moment of silence for these people that have lost their jobs, if not today, in the next couple of weeks, like Sonya Deville? She's been informed, this is according to PW Insider, Sonya Deville will be leaving WWE later this month. She was informed tonight that the company would not be renewing her contract currently. Sonya Deville would be free and clear to perform anywhere as there would not be a 90-day no-compete involved. The other ones released, Blair Davenport, not surprised. The authors of Pain, not just the two wrestlers, Akam and Rizar. We also got Paul Ellering released as well, which was like the first one that was announced during the event.
So, Sonya Deville, they're not renewing her contract. She's not being released. That's what I'm hearing?
Yeah, but they announced it as released because I'm assuming that that's what usually is the first thing that you assume. But then after some clarification, she's not released. Her contract's just expiring.
Do we know when her contract's going to expire?
Said a couple weeks.
Oh, okay. So probably...
before the end of the month.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Okay. And the other one was Blair Davenport, AOP, and
Paul Ellering.
Yep. Damn, man. It always sucks when somebody loses their jobs, man. Especially people who are in the entertainment business or wrestlers. No matter what company you like, whether it's AEW, WWE, TNA, New Japan, it always sucks when somebody loses their jobs. It's never fun. You know, this job grants these guys, they provide for their families, their loved ones, and for the next generation. It's sad, but eventually all these guys will fucking bounce back up. This is why we have TNA and AEW, so they can find another job. I mean, it's worked well with several other superstars in the past, and if they can't go to TNA or AEW, they can go to the indies and make a name for themselves, and eventually probably go back to WWE.
Exactly. Tony Khan somewhere is Brighton. He's looking for his checkbook as we speak. He's looking to re-sign Blair Davenport so she can come back as Bea Presley.
Ooh, you're right. She does have a feud that was on pause with Nyla Rose.
Who? I haven't heard of that person in years, bro. But either way, let's talk about these releases, Adrian.
You know, AOP, I joked about them in the past. I joked about them today. But at the end of the day, when somebody loses their job, it's not a joke. I wish they were treated a little bit better when they returned back to WWE. I was told by several WWE fans that everything has changed under Triple H and that a lot of people were going to get their flowers. Fortunately, not a lot of people are getting those flowers. You know, AOP, Ellering, Blair Davenport. Blair Davenport was one of the ones who said she was going to benefit from this 3-hour episode of SmackDown. She has not been on any show yet.
She is not. Well, no, she's been on a show. She was part of that one turn. We remember they're having the triple threats to determine who's going to be the first ever Women's United States champion. Yes,
that was the only time.
She was in that match with B-Fab, I think, and I don't remember who else. She lost, obviously, but that was the last time I saw her, and also like the first or second time I saw her too.
Yeah, you know, it sucks, something like that, because it was heavily rumored that she was gonna be heavily advertised and heavily involved in the 3-hour SmackDown, and it sucks. I mean, you're being told one thing by somebody backstage, and then next week you being released. I mean, it happens anywhere. I'm not just trying to trash WWE. It happens in AEW as well. So let's not hide that. But I mean, these people are losing their jobs, man. That sucks.
All those names combined couldn't draw a dime, so couldn't stay off the shelf. It's not a loss. Let me see. They could have been booked a lot better. Oh, the other person we forgot to mention, Cedric Alexander.
Yes.
Tatum Paxley. You're right. That's the other name I was thinking of.
Cedric Alexander re-signed with WWE not too long ago. I believe it was September?
I'm be honest, dude. If he got re-signed, it was just to keep him away from the Hurt Business. That's what it was.
I mean, yes, but at the end of the day, it's like, I mean, if you're gonna re-sign the guy, however many years you signed him to, don't release him 5 months later. Don't give him false hope.
Why not? What is he doing? Nothing.
They could have done what they're doing to Sonya Deville, just that their contracts were now.
Yeah, but he just for 3 more years, bro. They signed him just to keep him away from the Hurt Syndicate, right? And obviously, they see what Tony Khan's doing with the Hurt Syndicate, which is pretty much nothing. It's not really entertaining.
They're tag team champions. They're bringing the tag team division back in AEW.
They're bringing it back, Adrian. Who are they feuding against, bro?
They're bringing it back, bro. They're the tag team champions. They're taking on all comers, bro.
Either way, they're not doing much, is what I'm trying to say.
Tag team champions.
Because it wasn't supposed to be Bobby Lashley's tag team champion. He should have been world champion. He should be going for the world title instead of being stuck in this tag team picture, in my opinion. You can have your own opinion, but in my opinion, I expected bigger things. But that's what it was. It was just to avoid bringing back the whole entire faction together under AEW.
But no disrespect to Cedric Alexander. Don't get me wrong. He's a great wrestler. But looking at the Hurt Syndicate right now with MVP, Shelton Benjamin, and Bobby Lashley, I think that's a perfect trio. I don't think Cedric Alexander is going to add an extra aura to the faction. If anything, he's going to hold them back. I mean, you have somebody like Shelton Benjamin who's average size in WWE but looks like a giant in AEW. Bobby Lashley's fucking Andre the Giant over there. If you have Cedric Alexander join the company, it's just another face right there. They have a lot of people backstage that are doing a bunch of nothing in AEW that they can use instead of Cedric Alexander. Would I want him in AEW? Possibly, maybe Ring of Honor, Hurt Syndicate. Oh, I'm not gonna like that. And mark this down, bro, because if he does show up, in my opinion, I think he's gonna hold him back.
See, Tony Khan publicly insulted Cedric's wife, so I don't know how likely it is if he goes to AEW.
Oh yes, Big Swole. You're right.
Oh shit, that is his wife, huh? Fuck. All right, yeah, he's not going. Blair Davenport for AEW, man, that one is disappointing. She was in AEW. She was actually one of the bigger players there at the beginning.
Yeah.
But then COVID happened. She got stuck in England.
Yep.
I mean, I don't really see many of these people going to AEW. Maybe Sonya Deville, maybe Blair Davenport will be going back. Cedric Alexander, I think he'd go back to be back with the boys. Money is money. I mean, if he is out there going to be working the indies and not drawing much, you know what I mean? I don't think it would be good.
Sonya Deville, yes, I would say would be a good addition to AEW because she can talk. She does have great backstage segments. But the thing about that is AEW doesn't do backstage segments. They don't do a lot of managers. They only do a few. She would be a good addition to the women's division, like as a manager role or something. Wrestling wise, I don't see it.
Yeah, she'll be. I don't know. And there's other things going on in WWE. Like I read that Ava Raine, The Rock's daughter, is supposed to get a big push in NXT. Not sure what that means because she says she retired from wrestling. So I don't know.
They got to keep it in the family over there, man. The Rock is pretty much on his way to trying to own TKO in WWE.
Yeah, I don't know. We got to see. There's a lot of things that can still happen. TNA is a perfect spot for a lot of them. Plus, if they do well, the opportunity to rejoin WWE is right there.
Yep.
Considering how this is the second time around for AOP and Paul Ellering, I'm gonna say that's dead. They ain't coming back.
See, and
they ain't going to TNA.
Yeah, AOP, they're good, but they have a ceiling. I mean, because they're big guys. Once they get to the top, who's going to take them on? I mean, you have DIY as your tag team champions over on SmackDown, and you have AOP sitting in catering. You have the Viking Raiders as your Raw tag team champions, and you have AOP sitting in catering. That's some bad booking right there.
Well, the thing is because they're just not that good, and maybe because they're very limited. They need a talking piece. They can't really do it by themselves, you know?
They had 2 talking pieces. 2. And they only use one that's mediocre, and that's Kieran Cross.